This is Javelin from English Tutor Hub, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a grammar lesson, a writing lesson on the subject is direct speech. So let's start. Let's go to the mall. So if we want to write what is happening here, then this is how we write it. He said, let's go to the mall. And this is an example of direct speech. Direct speech is when we report the exact words that somebody said. So here the exact words is, let's go to the mall. So this is direct speech. In this lesson, you will learn the rules for writing direct speech, also the correct punctuation, and also some vocabulary to report direct speech. And finally, at the end of this lesson, there are some practice exercises for you to answer. Alright? So, let's start. First of all, reporting clause before the direct speech. He said, let's go to the mall. So here, he said, in blue is the reporting clause. Alright? So, this is the verb where we are describing, where we are reporting the direct speech. Alright? He said, and as you can see in this example, it is before the direct speech. So, he said is before the direct speech. So, the rules are, if the reporting clause is before the direct speech, then the first rule, we write a comma before the direct speech. This is the comma. So we must write this comma, and then we write the exact words inside the inverted commas. This little line above the words. Alright? So these are the opening inverted commas. These are the closing inverted commas. And write the exact words inside the inverted commas. And also, the first letter is a capital letter. So, it's a big letter L. Capital letter L. So, the L here is a capital letter. And finally, we write a full stop before the closing inverted commas. Alright? So, full stop is a dot. Full stop is a dot on the bottom, on the line of the text. Full stop is British English. In American English, they call it a period. Alright? So, it's the same thing. Full stop, British English, period, American English, and they are the same. Okay? Now, there's a special rule for reporting clause before a question or exclamation. So again, we have this time. He asked, do you want to go to the mall? It's a question and here is an exclamation. He shouted, "Hurry up!" An exclamation is when we say something that we are excited or when we are shouting. Again, if the reporting clause is before the question or exclamation, which you take here, this is the reporting clause. This is the reporting clause before the question, and here is the reporting clause before an exclamation. So the rules, or all the first rules, are the same. Nothing changes. Nothing changes here. We write a comma before the direct speech here. Here and here. Again, we write the exact words inside the inverted commas. The inverted commas are here, opening inverted commas, and these are the closing inverted commas, and here opening inverted commas, and here closing inverted commas. So these are the two exact words, and the first letter again is a capital letter D and capital letter H. But what changes is, for the question, we write a question mark before the closing inverted commas here. So we don't write a full stop. We write a question mark. We write a question mark before the closing inverted commas, and here we write an exclamation mark before a closing inverted commas here, not a full stop. We write an exclamation mark. Alright? Reporting clause after the direct speech. Let's go to the mall, he said. So, if the reporting clause is after the direct speech, like here, the reporting clause is now after the direct speech, then the rules are, again, we write the exact words inside the inverted commas. Okay, that's the same. And again, the first letter is a capital letter L. This is different. This time we write a comma before the closing inverted commas. Alright, here this is a comma and it is not a full stop. That's important. Although it is the end of the speech, but we write a comma and we write a full stop at the end of the reporting clause here. So full stop is here. Alright, so it's slightly different when the reporting clause is after the direct speech. Reporting clause after a question or exclamation. Do you want to go to the mall? He asked. Hurry up, he shouted. If the reporting clause is after a question or exclamation, like it is here and here, the reporting clause is after the question, and here the reporting clause is after the exclamation. The rules are, we write the exact words. We write the exact words inside the inverted commas. Okay? And the first letter is a capital letter. Here, capital letter D, capital letter H. And this time, we write a question mark before the closing inverted commas here. So we don't write a comma, we write a question mark or an exclamation before the closing inverted commas here. Okay? Again, we don't write a comma because it is an exclamation. So we write an exclamation mark. So these are the exceptions. These are the only times we do not write a comma when it is a reporting clause after the direct speech. Okay? And finally, we write a full stop at the end of the reporting clause here. Okay? Advanced rule. There's an advanced rule. Sometimes we want to break up the direct speech into two parts. Example, if you want to go to the mall, she said, then call me. We have two parts of the direct speech, here and here. And in the middle is a reporting clause. So here, we have put the reporting clause in the middle of the direct speech. And there is a special rule for this. The second part of the direct speech starts with a small letter if it is the same sentence as the first part of the direct speech. Small letter. Alright? So here, we do not write a capital letter because then call me is the same sentence as the first part. Because the complete sentence is, if you want to go to the mall, then call me. It's the same sentence, so we write a small letter. We write a small letter here. Okay? And that's before. Don't forget, there's a comma here and there's a comma here at the end of the reporting clause and a full stop here. So this is an exception, but another example. I'm bored, he said. Let's play chess. Here is the reporting clause in the middle. The second part of the direct speech starts with a capital letter. Starts with a capital letter if it is a new sentence. So, capital letter, and it is because I'm bored is a complete sentence. And let's play chess is a new sentence. Alright? So, we start with a capital letter. We start with a capital letter. But the comma stay. Don't forget to write the comma here. Don't forget to write the comma here and the comma here. Okay? That is still the same. So, even I'm bored is a complete sentence, we still write the comma here. Alright? Simple. So this is an advanced rule. Vocabulary. So what are these? Well, we've already seen they are called inverted commas. They are inverted commas, but there are some other words for them. They are also called speech marks or quotation marks or simply quotes. Alright? So the four different ways of naming. I prefer inverted commas, but you know you can choose which one you want to quote. There are some other reporting verbs which are useful. So here are some other reporting verbs. They are often called for writing direct speech in books, newspapers, and reports. It is more common to use them in reporting clause after the direct speech. Alright? After the direct speech. So we have the verb reply, and this is the past simple, replied, asked, asked, comment, commented, agree, agreed, shout, shouted, admit, admitted, and there are others, but these are very common. These are very common ones. So for example, I really don't like her new hairstyle. She commented. I don't want to stay with you anymore. He admitted. Alright? So here, we have used some different reporting verbs to write direct speech, and we have put the reporting clause after the direct speech. Alright? Exercise. Which of the following sentences are written correctly? Example, John said, I don't want to play football today. So here are two sentences. Only one sentence is correct. Which sentence is correct? And the answer is the second sentence is correct. Okay? So question 1. I have never been to France, she said. So which sentence is correct? The answer is the second sentence is correct. Question 2. He said, we had a fantastic party last night. So which sentence is correct? The answer is the first sentence is correct. Question 3. Yes, they studied very well, Mike replied. So which sentence is correct? The answer is the second sentence is correct. And question 4. This is the last question. Have you ever been to France? She asked. So, in question 4, there are 3 sentences and only one sentence is correct. Which of these 3 sentences is correct? The answer is the second. The answer is the second sentence. Because there must be a question mark before the closing inverted commas. Alright? So guys, that's the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Visit englishtutorhub.com for a complete transcript of this topic, and there are many useful stuff that you might be interested in. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and let me know your thoughts and questions. Love to hear from you. Thank you very much.